Okay, so I'm going to backtrack just a little bit. I want to go back to my conversation with tech support. And at one point, the supervisor asked me, he goes, "Well, weren't the features of the television explained to you by the salesperson?" And I feel bad because I actually laughed, and I didn't mean to. In hindsight, I didn't mean to. Um, I have a feeling he was foreign. He had the accent, but the notion of having somebody sell you a television is very foreign to most people in the States now. Because I told them, it's like, no, I bought it at Walmart. I walked in, I put it on the cart, I walked out after paying for it. But yeah, I walked out after paying for it. So nobody explained anything. And I'm looking at the box right here. The box is right here in front of me. And you can see, and I'm not going to go through the entire thing. I think it's even showing up backwards on the screen here. But there's nothing that says anything about you will get these ads. There's nothing on that box that says you will get these ads. That this is how this box is designed. That this is how this television is designed. And that ad that I showed you on the menu bar. Let's see. Let me back up just a little bit. I'm not doing this right. It's nowhere there. It's not even shown. Now, I'll tell you right now. If I'd seen an ad on the picture of the box with this word sponsored under it for whatever, because let's face it, the front of the box, as you just saw, is an ad itself. It's an ad for Disney Plus. Actually, the whole thing is Disney Plus, actually, at this point. And they're even showing, recent shows like Mandalorian and Falcon and Winter Soldier on Disney Plus. And I don't have a problem with that. Whatever. That's actually smart advertising. To go ahead and, hey, get with Disney and, hey, we're going to put out this new brand of television. Let's put this advertisement on our screens on every box for your product. We get a cut of whatever. That's fine. That makes sense. But you're not showing the sponsored content that's going to be forced on your menu bar. Would I have stopped and thought twice about buying this television had I seen it? Oh, yeah. Yes, I would have. I might have made the decision to go, well, there's probably a way to turn that off, or maybe it won't be that big of a deal. Because I'll tell you right now, on my Roku, do I get ads on my Roku? Yes. But there's a difference. I'm gonna pause right there, and I'm gonna come back to this because I want to cover the obvious counter arguments to why I'm irritated about this and why I'm so upset about it. But okay, so I'm talking to tech support, and he's like, "Well, they didn't explain." I'm like, "No, they didn't explain it. I bought it and I walked out." Okay, there's nothing on the box that says anything about any of this until today. Now, I bought this over a month ago. But I combed over this box again, and there it is. There it is right there. I think it's showing up backwards on this screen, but there it is. Certain now you can see where it is on where that tab, that small print is in relation to this main box. Certain Samsung Smart TV features may not be available without express consent to the collection and use of personal information. Now, what is express consent? Express consent in this case is simply buying the television. That's what it is, and I'll address why that is set up that way in a second, or at some point. Samsung may at any time and at its sole discretion, without prior warning or notice, change the service or suspend or cease providing the service or any part of the service. That's pretty standard. Even Amazon will tell you, it's like, look, we can't guarantee that every purchase you make on Amazon Plus is going to stay on Amazon Plus for the rest of your life. That's the risk you take with digital content and not being able to download it. I understand that. It's irksome, but I also understand. Again, that's not really a huge problem. I know that's a risk involved, and I can make the informed decision as to whether I think it's worth it to buy digital content or not. And then here's the last one. Samsung may display advertisements and promotions on the Smart TV UI and applications. It's hidden. That notification is hidden away so you don't read it. Because if you're like me, you will say, I'm not okay with that. I'm not okay with that. Oh, but that's express consent. You knew going into this because you bought the television that you were getting into. No, I could not have known that. I could not and would not have read that on the edge of the box. To me, that is no different than it being right next to this opening guide on how the proper way to open the box. I would have figured that this would be kind of part and parcel with this, okay? And I am a buyer beware person. I am. By default, you knew what you're getting into. However, there is a difference between knowing what you're getting into and having to accept the consequences of that and scummy business practices. This Samsung, and I'm talking directly to the company Samsung, because I'm going to forward these videos. I'm going to forward these videos to the customer service representative who is helping me. And I'm going to ask her to forward them on to anybody in the company who wants to see them. So I'm talking directly to Samsung. This is scummy. This is a scummy, underhanded business practice. Okay. And this is kind of the tip of the iceberg because I'm not done. I'm not done at all. Okay. But back to my discussion with the tech support person. And again, we went through a lot of the same hoops I did with the person before, with the supervisor. It was, well, how about we uninstall it? Well, I don't want it uninstalled. I just want it to stop playing ads. And it says, and here's the thing, and I think this is an important distinction. Samsung may display advertisements and promotions on the smart TV UI and applications. Okay. The applications I have no problem with. I have no problem with that. When I go into Hulu, I know Hulu's going to play ads. That's part of Hulu's deal, unless you pay to not have ads. I don't have a problem with that. They're very upfront with that. Yeah, that's how we, and every company needs to make money to stay solvent. Again, I don't have a problem with that. I respect a wide variety of business practices and I respect businesses that are looking for new ways to enter the market and monetize aspects of it so that it is not it's just new and it's original. Like League of Legends. League of Legends is still a free to play game. I'm pretty sure it's still the number one esport in the world. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I don't follow esports very much, but I mean, it certainly has been for a long time. And yet it's still a free-to-play game. You can go download League of Legends right now and play for free without putting a single penny into the game. And you can make it all the way to level 1 to level 30 and start playing with the big boys at those upper tiers and not drop a single penny into the game. Now, you can spend money for skins. You can spend money to accelerate your advancement, but there's no way to spend money to gain an advantage in the game. And even Riot said they were sweating bullets when they opened up their store and said, are people really going to spend money just on cosmetics? Turns out, yes, I have. Just to support the game, I have. Because it's such a... But here's a company that took a risk, invented a new way of, or at least was one of the pioneers of inventing a new way to monetize their business and make money and be profitable, and still provide a product to anybody who wanted to play it whenever they wanted. So I respect that. And I respect a business who looks for ways like putting advertisements right on their boxes for other companies. And so, yeah, come up with a deal and we can put your... Okay, I got no problems with that. But when you start ramming it down my throat and give me no option to turn it off on my own television, that's a problem. And so it all boils down to this. Smart TV UI. Okay, smart TV UI is fine. I bought a smart TV. I have no problems with a smart TV. I wanted a smart TV. But it's not in the smart TV UI. That's not the smart TV UI. Let me show you. That's the basic television UI. There's no difference. So when I hit menu, when I hit the menu button, this is where my
But on a recent safari, we encountered a
That's where my settings are.
that was the epitome of the king of beasts.
That's where my settings are. This is not the Smart TV UI. This is the basic UI for the entire television. Okay. There is a difference. Now let me turn that off because I don't want it playing in the background. And that's some bullshit, Samsung. That's some bullshit. And you're pulling some bullshit by mixing up those two terms. Smart TV UI. Where's my UI for the basic television? If I don't want to use any of the smart features. Where is that? It doesn't exist. And you know it doesn't exist. Now I will put a caveat out here. Well, you know what? No, let me end this there, and then I'll pick up on that point in the next video.